Thank you very much, Froggen. Congratulations. What a victory. So much to talk about. So let's just start at the picks and bans. First off, they locked in a Nunu, which is not unusual for support. And yet I saw you waiting a little bit for locking in your final champion. You went from Ahri to TF. Why finally TF?
Basically because Twisted Fate has an alright laning phase versus Lissandra, and he has a lot of pressure on the map. And that's why Twisted Fate is one of the higher rated champions in this game right now. So it's an obvious choice.
Right, and then secondly, of course, the Yorick for Wicked. What was the thought process behind it then in the game? Because we saw him ulting Thresh once and a couple of times Snoopy because he died early. That's not the ideal target.
Yeah, but it was still better targets than in our scrims, so I'm happy about that. For the Yorick pick, Yorick, Vayne works really, really well together. So that's basically just Vayne can go deal the maximum, get a Yorick ultimate, and then just keep going. It's really, really strong because they don't have like a lot of consistent damage with Lissandra. That's more like go in and burst everybody and then it's over. It's a really, really good choice.
And then, when did you see that Nunu came into the game with Smite, and how do you think it affected their game overall?
Actually, when we started practicing against Fnatic back when they had N-rated, they would actually play Nunu support quite a lot, even after the nerfs, and he and Yellowstar at that point would always take our red buff, so we knew exactly what they were going to do, and he started with 6 wards. So actually, we knew exactly what they were going to do from the start, because it's like, okay, Nunu, they're going to play with a hyper carry, it's going to be support because Ana doesn't jungle it that much, so we knew everything.
So how much in the end do you think it affected Fnatic that they didn't run an exhaust on Nunu when they were up against Vayne, but then they had the Blood Boil, of course, for their Caitlyn?
I think they just planned on actually their Caitlyn would be stronger than our Vayne in late game, but I think exhaust is just too strong, and Wicked runs exhaust on his top laners, so we actually had 2 exhaust in the team fights, which gave us huge advantage.
All right, so you got off to a great start, and then in the mid lane, you were pushing up the mid lane, and they were able to ace you. What happened there?
Basically, we wanted to backdoor that turret, which is a kind of weird decision to do, but if it caught them off guard, it would be doable, because we have a lot of damage on the turrets with my Lich Bane. Basically, we just messed up in that fight a lot, and Pekka had a really good ultimate and a really good Sonjas and a really good flash, and basically nullified all our damage through that, so it was really, really well played by them.
So did you think the game slipped away there? Were you afraid that you might not be able to close it out, and how did you do it?
I don't think it was because of that the game slipped away. It was more of a fact of actually us hitting 6 items and not being able to keep up wards. Because when we got back from the Ace, we had no wards on the map, and none of us could actually buy wards because we had full builds. So that actually lost us a lot of control, which was not ideal.
No, it wasn't, but still closing out the game, an amazing game at that. And later up, you're going to be facing SK Gaming once again. You seem to be on a roll, so would you care to share any thoughts about that matchup?
Well, SK won against number 1 Lemon Ducks yesterday, so they're kind of on a roll too. So I think it will be a really, really great match, and I'm looking forward to it, but I think we'll have the edge.
All right, I hope it is just exciting as this one. Congratulations once again, Froggen. As for us, Gambit started the weekend with a heartbreaking loss to Evil Geniuses. Will they be able to get their groove back in time to shut down Ninjas in Pajamas? We'll find out after the break.